Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store highlights video. That's SSH version 06072024. It is our first episode in June of 2024, and we have 62 new or updated applications to run through in this episode. That includes 3 compatibility updates, 1 downgrade, which we'll verify during the show and make sure it's still a downgrade, 7 fixes, 1 ghost or removed application, we'll also verify that one during the show, 6 highlights, 24 minor updates, 15 new releases, and 5 release notes failed. So let's jump right into our episode. I've got these already grouped by category, so let's check out those compatibility updates. Again, we have 3 of them. New Lab Notebook, Radiology, Regulatory Intelligence, and Trend Vision 1 Connector. All were compatibility updates to Washington, D.C., or something before Washington, D.C. We did have 1 downgrade. Unacceptable Behavior Case Management was a downgrade. Let's go check and make sure that's still the case, that it hasn't been fixed since I did my first curation of this episode. And it looks like it might have been fixed. So we're back to version 2.4.0. Removal of cross scope. Yeah, because there was a version 3 in here, I think, before that. So let's go look at the actual application in my database, in my PDI, and see what that version history was. 2.1, 2.4, they went back to 2.1, which you can see there, and now today we are back to version 2.4. So it's been fixed. So actually I can just remove this from the episode entirely because now it's not a new update. That was from February of 2024. So I will go ahead and I wonder if I can do that from here. Let's see if I can just delete this. Probably not. Oh, I can delete this from the episode. And okay, now it is, let's hit the refresh button. Now it's gone. Okay, great. That might not recalculate all my stats, which we can fix that here in a minute, but now we've got 7 fixes. All right, so the fixes were just little minor things that weren't worth highlighting, but we'll run through them. Designer, Enterprise Architecture Workspace, Genesis Cloud Connector, InfoBip Notify, Mobile SDK Libraries Android, Process Automation Designer, and Service Graph Connector for Microsoft Azure all had some minor fixes. And then we had 1 ghost application, similar to the downgrade. A ghost application, like you can see here, it is gone. It was removed from the store. It's not found any longer. That application was CFPB Spoke. CFPB Spoke, what was that? Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That Spoke has been removed from the store. So you heard it here first, everybody. Maybe let me know in the comments down below if that's helpful or not. We will wait on the highlights here. Let's run through some minor updates. There were 24 of them. We'll go ahead and show all of those. And we'll start at the top. BitSite for Security Incident Response, Citrix IT Service Management Connector, Cloud Cost Management, Cloud Cost Management AWS, Cloud Cost Management Azure, Cloud Cost Management Core, Cloud Cost Management GCP, Cloud Integrations AWS, Cloud Spend Reports AWS, Cloud Spend Reports Azure, Cloud Spend Reports Core, Cloud Spend Reports GCP. You can tell ServiceNow has been up to a couple of updates on their side. Rounding out the list on this page, Cofense Triage Security Incident Response, CrowdStrike Falcon Identity Protection, IBM Z Discovery, Impact Value Management CSM, Impact Value Management HR, Impact Value Management ITOM, and Impact Value Management ITSM. Let's go to page 2 for the remainder. Only 4 left. Impact Value Management SAM, Rapid7 Insight VM CMDB integration, Raytheon Connector Hub for AI search, and lastly, XM Cyber VR integration. All were minor updates for the purposes of this episode. So let's go ahead and kill that filter, head back to the group by category view here. That was our minor updates, which leaves us with 5 release notes fails. There were 5: Best Practice Engine, Intento Language Hub, Kyndryl Integration Ansible, New Lab, and Recruit Link. Let's just click on one of these so you can see, if you haven't seen before, what a release notes fail is. This is coming from, we won't even care about the application, but you can see here the repeated release notes that contains bug fixes, contains bug fixes, contains bug fixes. So after a while here, after over a year of that, I'm just going to categorize that as release notes fail, give us some detail, what's going on with those bug fixes, so we know what, if we need to update, or what's important, what we need to test after we update. That's what's helpful in the release notes for all of these admins out there that are trying to keep their instances up to date. So now that we've gone through all that, let's run through the new releases for the week. We have 15 of them, which is quite a bit. First up on the list is going to be AI Connector, artificial intelligence chat, translations and code reviews powered by OpenAI. Key features: AI chat, ask questions and search for information from ServiceNow, receive direct links to catalog items and records, utilize the latest artificial intelligence models as they are released by OpenAI. AI translate knowledge-based articles, system messages, and names of tables and columns, add any tables for translation service, fully translate custom applications as needed, leverage artificial intelligence to check spelling and grammar, support translations into all languages accommodating text written in a mixture of different languages, and AI code review, discuss and review script includes and widgets that you have created, identify any errors or issues, and ensure coding practices align with industry best practices. We do have screenshots for this one. Sorry for scrolling up and down there. First one is ServiceNow search, and I don't really know what I'm looking at. It looks like a chat conversation. Yeah, threaded conversation with the chatbot. Same thing for the second page, opening a new tab. Similar conversation. And third screenshot here is a translation from a knowledge article. And then back to that original first screenshot. So that is what's new from AppMore Ltd. Next up on the list of new releases is going to be AvaSense Vendor Management. Vendor governance reimagined, enabling business agility and digital enterprise. Key features for this new application: vendor management software and implementation to enable subscribers to perform ongoing vendor governance and management services themselves. Key features are contract governance, performance and SLA tracking, compliance and risk management, financial tracking, and deliverable and obligation management. We do have screenshots. First one's going to be of the vendor portal. Yeah, vendor management portal. Second screenshot is the vendor portfolio dashboard, highlighting the vendor portfolio financials tab. Next screenshot is the vendor or VMO operational dashboard, featuring the operational overview. Next is the GNC or governance committee dashboard, featuring the RAID overview dashboard tab. Next screenshot is an invoice reconciliation workflow, basically looking at a vendor invoice record. And then we're back to our portal screenshot from the beginning, and that's what's new from AvaSense LLC. Next new release is going to be Capgemini People Experience, a people-centric business transformation delivering exceptional employee experiences and sustainable business outcomes. Key features: on the functional side, intuitive employee portal, modernized and optimized employee workflows, modernized and optimized IT workflows. On the technical side, mobile-enabled, integrations, virtual chat, and generative AI. There are no screenshots on this one, so we'll move on to our next one, which is going to be Clotho Util, the Clotho custom client library. This is from ServiceNow. Key features: there are none, so let's just read the summary or part of it. Customers should be able to reference client library to their custom Java application, create data packages, and send them over to ServiceNow hosted Kafka cluster Hermes. Those published data packages should be consumed by corresponding Clotho server and stored into Clotho archives. I have no idea what I'm reading. Hopefully someone knows what this is. I don't understand it. I do know that when I set up instances for demos, that I have to make sure the Clotho thing is running. So that's about as much as I know. I'm revealing my ignorance to you all, but that's what's new from the ServiceNow team. Next up is going to be also from ServiceNow, Cloud Cost Management Infra Stack, CCM Infra Stack, app to deploy the clusters for all supported providers. Key features, ServiceNow infrastructure app to deploy the clusters for all supported cloud providers. This is probably related to the minor updates where we saw the cloud cost fill in the blank in the data models for all those cloud applications. But that's what's new from ServiceNow's Innovation Lab, and there are no screenshots for that one. So moving on to the next one, which is Crowe Integration Engine for Archer. Automate the synchronization of data between ServiceNow and the Archer platform. Key features, enables bidirectional data communication with an instance of the RSA Archer platform as part of your ServiceNow business process design, enabling data retrieval and creation between platforms. There are screenshots, so let's check out the first one. It's setting up the instance with Archer, so basically username, password, URL, and how you want that synchronizing. Second screenshot is a screenshot of a issues to findings mapping label. Okay, so more configuration around the actual integration. Next up is the flow, create new finding in Archer, and then we're back to our setup screenshot there. So that's what's new for the team at Crowe LLP. Next new application is going to be DX360 CommunityConnect, empower the enterprise with communities of practices. Key features, CommunityConnect homepage that allows users to interact with multiple features, unified community forums and interactions functionality, including mentor/mentee connection function. No screenshots on this one, so that's what's new from the team at Net Impact Strategies Incorporated. Next screenshot is going to be from ServiceNow, or screenshot. Next new application from ServiceNow is Impact Value Management HAM, or Hardware Asset Management. Let's see, key features, a separated on-demand data collection job which collects historical data 6 months from execution, publishes all indicators to the PA Analytics Hub. This is an Innovation Lab offering and not available in production, and it doesn't carry any warranties. In fact, I don't see the not available in production, just that it doesn't carry any warranties and it's not supported. I think we got one more from the ServiceNow team. No, two more. SecOps, Impact Value Management SecOps. Same description, separated on-demand data collection job which collects historical data, 6 months from execution, publish all indicators to PA Analytics Hub. So Impact Value Management SecOps, and we won't even, we'll click on this, the third one there, Impact Value Management SPM, for the strategic portfolio management, but same key features, no screenshots. If you're an Impact customer, you have to subscribe to this as part of your licensing, then these might be relevant to you for your particular instance. Next new application is going to be Milestone Activate Legal Service Delivery. Increase efficiency, productivity, time, and cost savings. Key features on the functional side, self-service, automated workflows, and centralized system of work. On the technical side, legal service portal, SLAs, and dashboard/reports. There are no screenshots, just a video. I'll leave it to you to click and watch that video if you're interested. And that's what's new for the team at Milestone Technologies. Next new application, ONEiO Spoke. Integrate ServiceNow with tools like Jira, Zendesk, Freshdesk, Azure DevOps, or towards your service provider. Key features, send incidents including attachments through a simple flow designer flow to ONEiO. Route your messages to any of the tools supported or configure your own integration without any code directly in the ONEiO user interface. Map and transform your data without the need to understand how APIs function or building complex integration logic. There are some marketing pictures. First one is basically showing all the different things you can integrate with ServiceNow. Next one showing a laptop and a bunch of endpoints to easily manage your integrations. Next one is showing the ready-to-use templates or build your own flows in ServiceNow. Next one is about the adding their actions from their spoke into your flows. And then there is a video that you can watch on your own if you're interested in this ONEiO application. But that's what's new from the team at ONEiO Cloud OY. Next new application, ProRecall, recall management made easy. Key features, automated recall management, streamlines the entire recall process from identification to resolution, leveraging advanced tracking and automated workflows. Regulatory compliance, rapid response capabilities, enhanced communication and coordination, and advanced data management and analytics. There's a little bit more text there that I didn't read, but that was the highlights. The first screenshot for this one is the Campaign Manager workspace. Next one is showing a product recall record in that same workspace that I just mentioned. Next screenshot is showing the product recall task associated with the product recall record in the same workspace. And then we're back to that workspace screenshot at the beginning, like the landing page for the workspace. And that's what's new from the team at Apex Systems LLC, doing business as Glide Fast Consulting. Next new application is going to be SageCONNECT. SageCONNECT for Sage SE clients to track ITAM disposal lifecycle. Key features: easy setup and integration with your ServiceNow IT asset management process. It includes asset tracking, compliance management, integration capabilities, and real-time data. Again, there's more text there that you might want to check out if you're interested in this app. Let's look at the screenshots. First one is the guided setup for this application. Second screenshot is also the guided setup overview. Next screenshot is the configure table permissions, also part of guided setup. Next is the connection configuration, also part of guided setup. And next screenshot is the configuration of the connection within Integration Hub, or in this case would be Workflow Studio, setting up the connection. Next screenshot is the guided setup for generating imports for the Sage connections. And then configuring, am I back to the first screenshot? Yeah, nope, I'm not back to the first screenshot. So another picture of the guided setup, and then the next screenshot is showing the asset category maps for this application. Same thing for states, the state maps. And now we're looking at a system properties record for this application. And then the scheduled import jobs, or set up the scheduled jobs. There's a staging table for the SageCONNECT. There's an asset list view screenshot. And there is a view of an asset record, and another view of the disposal details, and another screenshot of the resync asset with Sage SE modal or pop-up. Next is the guided setup homepage, which I might be on the, yeah, so now we're back at the beginning, the overview. Okay, that was a lot of screenshots. Thank you, team from Sage Sustainable Electronics LLC, for the thorough screenshots. That's great to see how that application looks and feels. And our last new release for this episode is going to be SOC 2 Accelerator, Systems and Organization Controls 2. Wait, is that what SOC stands for? Systems and Organizational Control? I never knew that. I talk about SOC 2 all the time, but I've never seen it actually spelled out. So Systems and Organizational Controls. You learned it here, second, third, fourth maybe, but first time for me. Key features: workflow automation, reporting, issue tracking, and comprehensive dashboard. Again, more text there that I didn't read, but let's look at the screenshots. There's a menu and dashboard screenshot. Next one is the authority document list view, showing one authority document. Then there's some citations, another list view. Then the control objectives, another list view. And then the menu and dashboard, which was our first one. So that is what's new from the team at Security Bricks Inc. Which leaves us, now that we've finished our new releases, our highlights. We have 6 of them, so it should go pretty quickly here. First up on the list is Book and Pay, updated version 5.1.0. In this version, there are Trust Portal changes, allow Trust Portal admin user to reset password for other users from same sponsors. And then there's core UI changes, allow end user to manage relations between exam type and examiner, allow examiners/moderators to store exam results, new reporting tool to check use slots for a given period, and some other bug fixes. Next updated or highlighted application is going to be Global Link Connect, updated to version 4.7.0. And in this version, they added support for translating Service Portal front end, added support for sending variables along with variable set for translation, added support for modules, improved automation of the submission, added a UI action to resend failed to start submission jobs, and added a UI action to re-trigger entity creation on tasks with errors. Great release notes from the team at TransPerfect Holdings. Next highlight is JobR. JobR was updated to version 3.3.0, and in this version they have AI root cause analysis flows, support for Azure backup vaults, ability to configure a console URI against a data source accessible from any job, clickable link and journal entry for incidents created via job failures, improved logging, and various bug fixes and performance improvements. Again, great release notes. Next highlight is going to be Service Graph Connector for Expanse, updated version 2.0.0, and this includes Expander v2 support. I kept this in the highlights because they're calling this a major release, so I'm assuming this v2 support is pretty substantial, or that people are waiting for it. So now you know, it's in the highlights for this episode from the team at Palo Alto Networks. Next highlight is going to be T-Systems Connector, updated version 2.2.322. And this one, I wasn't looking forward to reading this, so let's try to cover this. CHM to CHM, observation for unsafe jelly statements. Another enhancement, related link, add remote information group and add remote approval group shall not be available in every state. Inbound change info, cancel the workflow at customer end when it is slave. add service addressee for the order XML, updating request and rhythm state update in case of rejection message, and functionality to support multiple user grant access functionality. So in summary, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 enhancements and two bug fixes, but one of the bug fixes says it was enhancement. Not sure, but these look like copy pasted from a story record or a bug fix record. But anyways, thought it was worth highlighting that there were some significant changes to T-Systems Connector, and we'll move on to our last highlight of the episode: Zoom Contact Center, advanced or updated to version 2.6.0, and in this version they've added the additional features included in the package are screen sharing and remote control. They called it a minor release, but I was like, come on, screen sharing and remote control seems like a big deal to include in the application, so I made sure it was highlighted for this episode, and that is our entire episode. So let's go ahead. I need to do something. Actually, I'll just talk through it. So we've got 15 new releases, 6 highlights, 3 compatibility updates, 24 minor updates, 1 ghost application, 7 fixes, and 5 release notes fails. I'm going to kind of call the downgrade here, this number 1, wasn't really a downgrade because it's been fixed by the time we recorded the episode. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new, what got updated or removed from the ServiceNow Store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.